go. Welcome to another episode of the Workhorse Fitness Podcast. I'm Gene.
I'm Abraham.
And we are here to talk about stuff.
And things.
Yeah. You had a cool topic that you wanted to kick off. What was that, sir?
I was just going to kind of talk about competition.
We got one coming up. Well, you don't.
Well, I don't. You do.
I do. Kind of. I don't know.
It's still a competition.
Yeah, it's a competition. We're doing grid. Grid.
Yep.
Is it grid or grid 6? What is the deal?
So, well, grid 6 is like
It's
the
the same
category that it's in. As in, a grid 6 means it's like,
6 people.
well, it's like their term for a like it's not a league event.
Got you.
So-
It's a one-off event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is actually there's a girl at a gym of mine back in Evansville. She moved down to Florida, and she just joined the SAFL. That's like an actual league in Florida.
Right.
Like it's in the Florida Grid League.
Gotcha.
And so, but yeah, a grid 6 is like, hey, this is what they use to like, hey, this is what grid is. This is what it can be.
It's the feeder system.
And yeah,
Right.
get people interested in it and maybe training for it or thinking about it. So
grid is sort of like CrossFit, but like way more faster, shorter,
and methodical.
It's a team event. So it's kind of neat. Anyway, we'll link it up. You can look at some videos or whatever. But yeah, we got one of those coming up. And we've hosted CrossFit competitions.
Yep.
We did one for 2 years, and we've helped others. Yeah.
Yeah, and not just in like CrossFit and stuff. Just kind of more of, so I'll just ask you this. What makes you want to go do this grid thing? Why go do a competition?
Well, one, it's fun.
Yeah.
And I like to test myself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of a way to express yourself, right? You get to go out there and perform, and there you go.
Yeah, I find that in like doing this kind of working out, right? We're always trying to set ourselves goals, but some might not like keep our interest long enough.
Right. It helps.
And even if you're like not trying to be competitive, but going and doing a competition, it's like, right? It's like if you like running and you're going to go do a 5K, it helps be like, okay, I got this 5K coming up. I'm going to work really hard on this in my training.
It's purpose to your training.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it.
And it doesn't have to be serious, and you don't have to be good to do it. And that's what I like about competitions.
Then I'm in luck.
Yeah. We're combining the two best teams of last year, right? So
We are.
crush that division.
Yeah, we should. Maybe.
But
We should probably practice once.
yeah, it definitely helps to practice in grid. But doing those, I think if you're someone who I think finds struggles to find motivations on working on things,
Right.
like it's like you need to get better at pull-ups, right? So what better than trying to find like a local competition to try to help train for that? It gives you that extra motivation knowing like, okay, well then I'm going to stay after class and do 10 minutes of working on pull-ups,
Right.
For the next 3 months leading up to this thing.
Absolutely helps.
Or if again, you need to improve in running, signing up for a 5K or something like that. And even if you're not trying to go out there to like do your best time ever or whatever, it will help motivate you to like go out there and actually train a little bit for it. Like even Heather's doing some pardon my language, but stupid ass event where they're running crazy stuff. She has to run like 20 miles herself. Yeah. But
100-mile relay, I think.
yeah. Which all power to anyone that wants to do that stuff. Yeah. But she's like, that motivated her to come in a few times, do the workouts, and then go work on her running. So
yeah,
she's been doing extra work the last couple months to get prepared for it. So, and that's what I think is great about having competitions or looking for some. And there's always,
Oh,
whether
yes.
it's CrossFit or running or
Spartan race.
yeah, or fighting.
Yep.
There's ones that you can do.
Lots of that stuff.
So if it's more of like, that's why I think if you, there's so many people that are coming here every single day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're improving and they know they need to do a little bit more, but they just keep finding it hard for themselves to find that. And, those are the things that you should do it for.
Yeah, I would say anytime I've ever wanted to do something like that, like a race or a competition or a belt test or a fight or whatever, the training I do, it definitely levels me up.
Oh, yeah.
It's just going to level you up. Like Diane and Ray are, I don't know what it's called. So I'm sure
They're
Ray
doing
will
some crazy Mount Everest hiking
it's
thing
like
at the end of the year.
the summit thing where they
In Virginia.
climb a mountain that
Like-
equals Everest height.
Yeah.
But they're training. They train every day, 2 days a week. They meet up. They do stairs, like 100 miles of stairs. I don't know what they're doing, but they're going crazy. And you know what? I've been watching them work out in the mornings, and they are crushing it. Like crushing these workouts. And I think it's because of all the extra training, the purpose behind doing something is really driving them. So I'd say they're leveling up.
Yeah.
They just stop hurting themselves.
Absolutely. For sure. It's the perfect way for someone that's been in it for 2 years now. Again, if it's your first year of doing something, just you getting in a routine of things
Yeah.
it is a little bit different. But if, again, 2 or 3 years here, and we have tons of you guys that are, think about something like that. Ask us too. We love doing team ones.
Yeah.
Like, I'll join any team and do anything.
Super fun.
Yeah, super fun. I know Evan and David did one a few months back. And
It's good stuff.
I was really proud of both of them. They did really well. And but again, both of them were working on a lot of stuff the few weeks leading up to it, and it's just going to help elevate yourself, honestly, and just help keep you engaged, keep you more interested in coming to the gym at times where we have these lulls, right? It's not like you need to do a competition every month, but what I'm saying is find 1 or 2 a month. We're always, we have legendary February's coming to an end. We have cool things that usually keep our attention here, but there's always going to be those ups and downs in training. So find something, ask us about it, ask other members about it, try to do a race, do something that you don't want to do.
Yeah, especially if you can team up with somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of
The
team
Spartan
up
race
ones.
is a really good one to do with some friends.
Oh yeah, and there's more than just
Or
Spartan
whatever,
around here.
yeah.
There's a lot of like the obstacle course ones, and they're really cool. I mean, for a few, like, I don't think we're doing it this year, but the last 2 years we did that one. I forgot where was it at. This is a Rugged Maniac.
Rugged Maniac,
I don't remember where it's at. It's not.
Charlotte or something.
It wasn't too far. It was like an hour away or hour and a half or
Okay.
something. Maybe Spartanburg. I don't
I
know.
didn't do that with you guys, but
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but we always got like a group of 4 or 5, 6 people, and we go out and do that. So if those are some of your interests, post it in the comments. Let us know about it, and we'll try to get a group to go out to these things. I like going out and doing things with everyone.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a lot of fun to go out and hang out and do something crazy like on a Saturday morning. So
Yeah, I used Spartan races 4 or 5 years ago as like levels, like, because I say Spartan race all the time because that's what I know the most of, but they literally have levels. It's like
yep.
1, 2, and 3. Like what it's like Sprint, Super, and Beast, and then Crazy Bastard Beast, and
Crazy Ultra
Insane
Bastard Beast.
Death Blood Beast, whatever. But like the 3 levels, they're good. They're really good levels for you. Like for training with friends, it makes you train more than you probably would on your own. You go do it, and then you go train for the next one. You're like, oh shit, that first one was 5 miles. This one's 10 miles. Got to do some more training. So it really helped me level up to go through those things.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are a little more expensive, I think, than some of the other ones. But hell, maybe a 5K is your goal.
Yeah. And find something in your interest. If you're interested in lifting weights, I know that there are weightlifting competitions around here, local.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I don't even care if I get dead last. I'm always down to go
Yeah, it's fun.
do those kinds of things. So yeah, that's all I wanted to kind of talk about competitions. Just
Awesome.
kind of give people, because I think a lot if you haven't done one, it's more of like you think that it's about like you got to win, right?
Yeah.
And and especially I'll say even in like the CrossFit stuff, we know it in the 5K, right? But in the CrossFit and weightlifting, it's not like that. In all of the fitness area, everyone's cheering everyone on because you're there and you're doing it and you're showing everyone the work that you put in, and that's what it's about. And that's why I enjoy doing CrossFit competitions for a long time, because they're really like that. Everyone's supporting, everyone's clapping, cheering on the last person or the last team. So it's a lot of fun.
It's like that. In CrossFit in particular, it's like that even at the very top level.
Yeah,
you watch it on TV. They will stand next to each other and cheer each other.
Yeah,
first and second place.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
They don't just get done and go like, "Fuck off, everyone! You guys suck." They're all, they come back and because. We're all into this together, whether we're at different gyms or whatever. We're all trying to stay healthy, fit. So, yeah, that's my whole competition talk.
I dig it. All right, the next subject I wanted to talk about, maybe related to that. I don't know. I'll link the post up. It's a cool Instagram post. Advice for older strength trainees. I'm just going to read that. Is that cool?
Go for it.
There are no training plans for over 40s, 50s, or 60s. Right? You might see things advertised as such. This is just marketing bullshit. You aren't going to age into a group where you can all of a sudden, one day, I can't read this right, along with everyone else your age, needs to do this, this, and this. All the training principles that applied to you in your 20s, 30s, and 40s still apply to you now at whatever age you're in. Right?
Yep.
So I dig that. There's a lot of other stuff. You guys can go read that on your own. But the point is that there's no secret formula for people over their 40s who are training.
Yeah. And there's not, okay, don't get confused by what I'm about to say, but there are not limiting factors of what you did when you were 20 to what you're doing now. Now, your goals might be a little bit different. That's okay.
Right.
You might have sustained injuries along the way. Understandable. But if you don't have any injuries, right, you can do the same type of squats you were doing when you were 10, 20 years old that if you're 50, 60 years old. You should be, because our bodies are meant to move in a certain way. And yeah, the same workout things that you did in sports when you were younger, if you do those same things now, you can still accomplish those things as long, and this is something you were mentioning earlier, but I think and you're spot on with, it's what you're doing outside of here that's going to affect you most, like inside now as you get older. Yeah. Right. So when you're younger and you go and sit at home all day, play video games and eat cotton candy and crap, and then you go work out, you don't feel any different. You're like,
you what? Will then, definitely.
But if you're even now, like I'm 30, and I was talking about it earlier this week. I had fast food for the first time on Sunday in months and months and months, and it took me till Wednesday to recover. And I did workouts that whole time, and
not good.
No, all right. So
yes. But I don't know that that's a huge secret for anybody of any age either. That's just like, it doesn't make sense to me when people don't focus on that. Like you come in the gym and you work on this stuff. You got to take care of business outside of the gym.
Yeah.
You gotta sleep. You gotta not eat like crap.
Yeah, everyone
not
should
be a giant bundle of mess. Take care of your life. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff adds up. Maybe as you get older, you have more like problems, like social, interpersonal, diet problems. I don't know. Maybe you just develop worse habits or something as you get older. I don't know, but.
Yeah, and I think what I'm trying to say is like the food affects you a little bit more when you're older, so you feel it more.
Doesn't mean.
But that's why you should take care of yourself more.
That's right.
So
if you come in and you work out hard and you're like takes you like 2 days to recover, and you're one of those people that's like, man, when I was younger, I could recover from that in like a couple hours, whatever. I don't know that that's true, honestly. Not for me. I think it, like I said, has more to do with like, well, what are you doing? What did you do that took you 2 days to recover? Chances are when you were younger, you weren't sitting on your ass as much as you do now.
Yep.
Because the job I had when I was 20 was very physical. I was walking a lot, I was carrying shit, You know, I was sweeping the floors. I was swinging a hammer. The job I have now, I sit on my ass a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're fundamentally different jobs.
Yeah, for sure. Even like up into college, you're moving around more, probably walking around more, doing things. Even if you're sitting in class and you're so walking around, moving,
as much as
doing
I work
stuff.
out and train now, in college I definitely moved more.
Yeah,
Which
throughout
is weird
the
to
day.
think about, but I totally did.
Yeah,
Since I walked everywhere,
definitely. And,
all hours of the night and day.
yeah, and if you reflect on that, then it's like, okay, well, why? And maybe you're someone that hurts your back a lot. Well, it's like, yeah, if you're sitting so much more, you should be couch stretching
Yeah,
for half the amount of time, because
Yeah.
the other half you were walking around and doing stuff or riding bikes and all that kind of stuff when you were younger.
Fundamentally, though, I don't think that it's like a secret
It's not a
thing
secret.
that you need to be doing if you're over 40.
Yeah, it's not a secret. It's more of like you like bringing your whole life into perspective. I think we skip over a lot of that thing. Be like, I'm more active. I work out
Yeah.
3 times a week here, which most of our workouts are what, 15 minutes? It's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And again, what they say is you need at least 75 minutes of high intense working
Yeah.
a week. But so 45 minutes of working out, if you count the whole class, even in which we can, because we are moving that whole time.
More or less.
So, yeah, more or less, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes or something like that. In a week.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
in a week out
It's
of
crazy. What are you doing otherwise?
what is a
Yeah, when you were younger, you're probably
100
doing
and
a lot more.
I don't know, is 154 hours in a week. I don't know,
Something like that.
something like that. But like 1% of your time you're actually moving.
That's crazy.
Really
when you put
moving.
the numbers up like that.
Because think about outside here, and yes, there might be some weeks where you go gardening or you go on vacation and whatnot, but a typical week, you wake up, make food, sit down, eat it, go to the bathroom, sit down, get up, walk 10 feet to your car, sit down,
Yeah.
get out, and I'm sure you probably parked the closest to the door.
I know people that the only time they're outside is between their house, their door, either their job or their house, and their car.
Yep. And yeah,
I'm
and
not
vice
kidding.
versa. Yeah. There's tons. There's
For most
tons and
of the
tons and
day.
tons.
It's so weird.
Well, yeah, and just think about if you're eating fast food, you're not even getting out of your car to get the food.
Yeah.
You're just driving around.
Yeah. You definitely were not doing that when you were younger.
So, and like even jobs too, where it's like where you're standing up, like that's not really like moving.
Right.
Because I'll just use nurse because it's like a typical one, and I know you guys walk around and check on people a lot, but there's still a lot of standing up, sitting down, way more than what you were probably doing before. And it's just it's that
And standing is not high intensity.
no, standing is not even.
Unless you're standing in front of a firing squad. That might be a little intense.
The other thing, like standing desks are okay ish, is better than sitting, but at the same time it's usually enforcing bad posture. And again, like there's things that help, like I got that Heather that swing thing, so she's
Yeah.
moving her foot, right? Because moving, so none of her joints get tight, because that's what causes injuries, staying in one position where your joints in one position for a long period of time.
Yeah, you should be getting up and down,
Yeah.
like not just in one. That's why the variable desk is better, because you can lower it for a little bit and then raise it for a little bit, lower it for a little bit, put it in the middle, whatever. Yeah.
But then again, so now you have all these terribly unmoving joints, and you come in here and
Yeah, let's load them up.
let's load them up and let's go into a position we don't go into.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why did I hurt myself? Well, you got to, like, if you start making routines of like working on your stretching, moving around when you're at the office, sit on a freaking lacrosse ball, okay? Grab a quiet Theragun and massage yourself, do some things to help loosen yourself up. That will help you in the joint thing. Stop eating like crap all the time. So, like, if you have a few beers or glasses of wine every night, and then you're eating not very good food, and then you come in here, it's going to hurt like a motherfucker. And you're going to feel tired and out of breath, and your joints don't move, and you probably didn't drink enough of water.
You cannot chalk that up to being older.
Yeah, it's not
Can't
being
be like, oh, I'm too old for it.
you're just doing worse shit than you should be doing.
Not that. It's not because you're older.
Yeah, if you just eat vegetables, stretch a little bit, and drink a lot of water, you can. These workouts would feel like nothing.
Mm-hmm. They really would.
I mean, all I'm saying, like, if we can do hero workouts every day, and I'm no professional athlete, it's like, yeah, they suck because it's hard sometimes, but it's also because we just don't eat shit all the time.
Yes, that is.
And then
Yeah.
if something feels like it's tight, we stretch it.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's times where I have pains, but I don't like chalk that up to that. I'm like, shit, I haven't been doing enough mobility. I work it out, pain's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And usually a day or maybe even 5 minutes, and then whatever. But that's not because I'm 30. The same shit happened to me when I started here when I was 20, when I'm doing the same shit. It's just, again, it's just making smart choices and not, again, we like to blame it on something other than ourselves.
Yeah, external forces.
Yeah.
Like that's I've just literally seen ads for things or workout programs like, men over 40 should absolutely not do this movement. It's like, what the hell? And it's like sit-ups. Don't do sit-ups. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes no sense.
What? Yeah, it's just weird. I'm sure you've all seen those articles or,
Yeah.
even a little slightly different, but, blast belly fat with this weird drink or whatever. This is crazy.
These 5 moves that will get you 6 packs tomorrow. It's all crap.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
None of it makes sense.
No.
Just eat right, frickin' stretch, drink water, and work out consistently. The other thing, if you're not
5 hours
consistent,
a week.
5 hours.
5 hours a week.
Yeah,
That's literally what we're talking about. Can you find 5 hours within 7 days of that week that you can work out?
Everyone can.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone absolutely can.
I think you can.
And if you think you can't, you're just lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm. You definitely can. And a workout can be a walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can be just anything. Just anything.
Well, if you're like, I only have 1 day off a week and I work 20 hours every other day, cool. Work out 5 hours in that day.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what it takes, though. Again, do you want early death? No. Well, it goes down by 50% if you just do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's crazy.
Do that. It's not that hard.
That's crazy. 5 hours. We figured it out.
Yeah, it's
Not
really
because you're old.
And we were talking about this earlier, and I'm not gonna say anyone's names, but they were saying that that's what they thought too before they came here. Like those were like, oh, it's genetics, all my family's like this, things like that, and you start to realize when you start doing all these right things and your body doesn't feel like shit anymore. You're like, oh shit, it was just me being dumb. Usually. Like making up stuff. Usually. Trying to blame other forces.
It's not just working out.
Yeah.
Like every mistake I've ever made in life is usually because I'm just fucking dumb. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, that's most of the time. It's so much easier to blame other things than take accountability for it.
So what we're saying is don't be dumb. Wait.
Not
That's very good coaching.
I mean, it's not bad coaching.
That's what my dad always told me. Stop being such a dumbass.
It's more like just trust in, like, your age is not a factor.
Yeah.
Right? Just start doing more things outside of just here. Mm-hmm. Don't care about your health because you're in here, and then you leave here, and then it's like, fuck it. Because, again, those things will affect you in here. You're not performing as well. You're not going to lose as much weight. You're not going to get that much stronger if you're not taking care of yourself and trying to do some other things.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm down.
That's my 2 cents.
It's like $5.
Man, I'm worth a lot today.
All right. Later.
Peace.